right. Have you ever tried to take a look around? Have you ever found the reason for your life? Have you ever seen a life in pieces? Everyone has something to make prominence. Singing in this moment without you, talking in this moment without you. I promise that you will never be alone if you need me on your way. Singing in this moment without you, talking in this moment without you. I promise that you will never be alone if you need me on, if you need me on, if you need me on your way.
Here we go. Never a dull moment in this place. Lovely Academy City.
And welcome everybody to the stream. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're all doing amazing. Let's see if that works. Oh, hey, look, that works. All right, welcome everyone. It is that time. We are getting ready to go and do the What the Gaming podcast. So I'm going to shut up and we're going to go over to the podcast screen here in a second. And of course, welcome everyone to the what? Welcome everyone to the podcast. I am your host this week, Kitsuragi. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Go figure. Sucks having two cameras. Of course, I am joined as always by two of the greatest hosts I can think of. Number one who is down center, right there in the middle of everything, right under the 13, is our good boy, the ninja, the shinobi, and one of the best 2K players on this stream, next to the one who's that way to me, Kid Stacks.
Fireball Jutsu.
And then of course we have the man, the myth, the forward point and tank of Shinobi Strikers and leader of the Cape Crew, One Hero Gaming. What? I'm not
I ain't
introducing.
worried about kids. I'm talking about the chick. What's up?
What? Oh, of course.
Oh my.
Of course. Hey, it's best love interest if you're playing a female in Cyberpunk, okay?
Judy with the booty, looking all cutie.
Too bad you
We
can.
know Kitsuragi found his way around it.
Oh, I know it did. That is the romance that made me go, yeah, I can't stream this anymore. That was the one. That was the one.
All we got, the simplest response was just boobs.
Yeah.
Boobs everywhere.
Boobs everywhere.
But he used a more explicit term. But that's, you get the point.
Sir Kit? Really, Callie? Sir? I have not been knighted. I think I'd burst into flames if I walk into a church. Be honest about that.
Amen. Ooh. I like it, Callie.
All right, Callie. I see you. I see you. I can't gift it. Not yet. All right.
Mine runs out
6
in
days. Okay, so in 6 days, we'll take care of it. All right, Kelly. I'll take care of you in 6 days. Remind me in 6 days.
As Bean would say, good sir, sucks to suck, nerd.
Yep. There's $50 out of my wallet. Who's gonna be the second, by the way, Callie?
What, tier 3? Oh, that's right. It's 2 people.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's 1 per stream.
Dang. No wonder why mine wouldn't work. I was spamming the button.
Yep, that's one of those limited ones. Same with the
That's okay.
game.
I'm just gonna save mine.
for the game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I figured you would
I'm enjoy every bit of it
watch me suffer.
because I know it's gonna be high fidelity
yeah.
and a high death count.
So we're gonna have a we're gonna have the fun podcast today because end of the year this is the first podcast of the year,
Yes, sir.
and we gotta talk about
Whoop, whoop.
2020 again one last time. So we're gonna be going through our picks for our top games for the year, our biggest disappointments of the year, and the worst games of the year. In our opinion, this is our opinion alone. If you do not agree with it, that's okay because this is our
Suck it.
opinions. You can have your own opinion; it's perfectly
Mhm.
fine. But these are going to be our opinions for this year. So yeah, I want us to kind of let's start with our biggest disappointments for the year, gaming wise,
Okay,
because
I
I
like
don't
that.
want I want to save our the best for the best for last,
Mhm.
what we thought were the best, and then we'll do disappointments, the games that we thought were trash, and then our best. Now disappointments, let me kind of go. Disappointments doesn't mean that the game was bad. It was just we were really hyped for it and we got it and it was nowhere near expectations. So like Anthem for when
Mhm.
Anthem came out, or Destiny when Destiny originally came out. Those were disappointments in aspects. So yeah, we'll start with that. And Dax, let's go with you first.
All right. So my biggest disappointment uh of the year, that's a tough one. I didn't really dabble in too many games this year. But if I had to pick for the biggest disappointment, in my opinion, had to be I guess you could say now hear me out when I say this. Um my biggest disappointment is somewhat cyberpunk, but not really. I enjoy the game. The game is fun. The story is fun. It just has a lot of game breaking moments. Well, no. It doesn't have a lot of game breaking moments. It has a lot of glitches and bugs. Some game breaking moments where you have to like reset the game and stuff like that. Um, Other than that, I feel like that was a pretty big letdown. Not only because of the fact that it took so long to come out, but the fact that they had so long to prepare for this game, and it kind of was a letdown graphically in some portions, really buggy in a lot of portions. The game overall is super fun. I'm not too thrilled. And like I said, it's my fault because I'm kind of spoiled when it comes to GTA. I'm not comparing the games, but they are kind of similar in a sense. Um, I'm so used to how GTA reacts as far as like NPCs, um, things of that nature, how cops respond, things of that nature. So I mean, if I had to pick, it'll have to be uh Cyberpunk. But other than that, it's not all bad. It's actually a really fun game. If you can look besides all the extra stuff that's kind of broken. But other than that, that has to be mine.
Okay. And it can be a couple of games too. I should reiterate on that. And there's the first half of the railgun confirmed done. So enjoy those emotes and the tier 3 red.
And your ad free viewing.
Yep. Any other ones for you, Stacks, besides Cyberpunk?
Let's see. Like I said, Cyberpunk, I can't really say too much because I'm still giving them a chance to redeem themselves. Um, I didn't care for Fall Guys. I feel like they should have lobbies to be able to play with friends.
I think everyone believes that.
Uh, let's see, what was another game? Trying to think. Because for me, if I don't like a game, it goes to the very far past in my memory, and I let it disappear out of my mind. Uh, I can't really think. Those are probably the only two that I can think of right now off the top of my head of games that I really
The,
thought was disappointing for me. Well, no, I lied. It's a couple of PC games, even though they didn't come out this year, but I guess I can talk about it in a sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see. Enemy on board. Don't play that. It's trash. Uh, I thought it was gonna be another substitute for Among Us in a more 3D way, but it sucks. I hate it. It's dumb. Um, let's see. Going down the list. On my PC, that's pretty much it. The only game that I really hated that I downloaded, it was pretty stupid. But yeah, that's it for me.
All right. Here, I know you've got a couple disappointments waiting for you. Which ones? Which were your most disappointing games of 2020? Not your picks for like the worst, because we already know what one of your worst ones is, but your biggest disappointments.
What is a hero? Tell us.
The Avengers, Marvel Avengers would be one. Mainly because I feel like the potential of the game was missed horribly. They counted on the graphics carrying the game, which it really didn't. And then on top of that, they missed the entirety of how the game could really be played successfully for everybody to enjoy the game. Um, wasn't really impressed with Cyberpunk from what I played. But I think that was my fault in streaming it versus playing it offline. We've talked about this numerous amount of
Yep.
times that definitely seems to be a game where you need to be immersed. So playing it offline by yourself. Call of Duty
Yep.
is an entirety in its entirety for being a multiplayer game, multiplayer platform. It's done the worst job to all of the people that follow it. Anybody that plays it now, they play it because they're getting paid to, or they just really really enjoy it. Um, yeah, Cold War as well. Complete letdowns, and then hmm, the fact that they haven't given us party animals or ramen yet. No, I'm joking. Fall Guys too. The custom lobby aspect of having that where you can play with multiple people in your communities and play with custom friends and stuff like that. Custom friends, custom people, custom lobbies with your friends and people in it was a complete miss. They missed the mark on that too. Um, I can't think of anything else right now.
Yep. All right. Yeah. I'll piggyback on one. One of my biggest disappointments this year was definitely 100% Marvel Avengers. I think the story was great, but it was the multiplayer was lackluster. Like I never got around to playing with you. I got to play with Dead Cells once. Like it was so hard to play with friends because it was so hard to line up schedules. But then on top of that, you want to go do a mission online, you had to do, matchmaking, and the matchmaking was so poor. It just the online connectivity wasn't great for me at all.
I got one more when you're done.
Go ahead and do that. Your other one real quick because I got a couple.
Spellbreak. Spellbreak. The potential's there, but something has to be
Third
done.
party break.
They gotta make the map bigger or something. I don't know what they gotta make the map bigger so you can get into one-on-one fights with a team and keep it pushing. Not get into one fight and look up and the entire map has gotten there within the span of a second.
Yep.
I'm guessing that's the case. Is that the way you can cover that much ground? Make the map bigger. But that was another one that killed the entire mood of anybody that got into the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I'm gonna piggyback Cyberpunk 2077. Though I've enjoyed the game playing it, it is a disappointment in the sense of there were things that felt like they didn't complete through. They didn't think through story wise and everything. Because I was surprised when I was just doing some story stuff, and then I got to a point, and it's like, hey, by the way, save here because we're gonna make a special save right here because after this point, it's the end of the game. And I'm like, but I've only done a prologue, chapter 1, and I'm on chapter 2. I that there was going to be more to this game. So I think the shortness of the story, even though, okay, a lot of side quests, but you can miss out on a whole bunch of story options and endings if you don't do any side quests in that game. So that was kind of a disappointment there. Another disappointment for me this year was Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I love the game, don't get me wrong. I think the game's good when it comes to playing offline. It's the online aspect, because Arc Systems has not done anything to make the online work better, and I'm hoping that that changes with their next title, which is Guilty Gear Strive, because the matchmaking and the 30 frame console, because I'm playing on console, and I'm losing 5 frames. I got 5 to 7 frames of input delay against people. It sucks the enjoyment out of the game. So there's no rollback netcode. There's just this instant server that just doesn't do well. It doesn't do well at all. Yeah, those were kind of my disappointments this year, without a doubt. And let's go ahead and move over to the worst games we've for 2020 with that. Because our disappointments, they're like, we either enjoyed them or we didn't enjoy them, but they were like, we had some sort of hype to go for them.
Yep.
Our flops for the year, our trash games for the year, are the games that really, really were bad, that we just denounced on stream or off stream or wherever. We just said, this game, don't get it. I'll go ahead and start this one, because we've all heard my rant on one of mine multiple times. It is probably the only game I've ever actually given a numerical score. And yes, I only played the beta, but still, Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell it looked interesting. I was kind of hyped for it. And then I played the demo and I was like, this game can go burn. I don't care if it's indie or AAA, or an indie trying to be a AAA. I don't care. The game was not good at all. It didn't feel rewarding when you made it to another area. It didn't feel rewarding beating enemies. It just felt like, hey, we can do Dark Souls, but make it harder for no apparent reason than to say, hey, we made a game harder than Dark Souls.
Yep.
And it wasn't good at all. It made me just want to rage just looking at the game. It wasn't good. And, I've heard it. Oh, but there was a second weapon right next to the second body you can obtain. Okay, cool. Why wasn't that more notated? Why couldn't I see it? It wasn't there. It didn't show up for me. So why is it that in that case? If you're going to do a Souls-esque game and you're going to change a formula and be like, no, we're just going to put you in bodies and you have to choose your bodies as you go, how you want to approach things, cool. Then instead of doing just, hey, you choose your body and then you still stuck with a weapon until you find a different weapon, make the bodies have different weapons. When you go, hey, I'm picking up this, I'm changing to this body, I'm changing to the speed body, and it's got daggers instead.
Yep.
And that was the biggest thing. Not having a shield, okay, whatever. I played Bloodborne. Bloodborne, you never use a shield. But the fact that they still had a parry system and your parries had charges, there was just, again, they made a Souls-esque game primarily to say, hey, we made Dark Souls, but harder, for no reason but to say we did it. And yeah, that was my biggest trash game for this year.
Isn't Letdown and trash kind of in the same category?
No, disappointments are like hype, but you can still get enjoyment out of it and be like, okay, cool. but I didn't I didn't have that. Trash is literally, hey, I was hype. I played this game. This game was horrid. Why, you would never recommend this game even after fixes and stuff like that. You would never want to come back. Where disappointments are, I can come back to this. I can hope that it's going to be better every single time, but it's there. It's like
That's true.
Cyberpunk. Like I
I
said,
got you.
Cyberpunk is a disappointment to me, but I still go back. I still played it. I'm still at the end. Marvel's Avengers,
Mm-hmm.
disappointment. I still like the story. I still need to get back on it because I think the gameplay has something there. It just wasn't great. But
I think playing the multiplayer
got
with
you.
people would be a very good opportunity to just play the game to grind out the character that you want to be able to play as and just kind of go through the stuff. Like at this point, you spent the money.
yeah,
Like it's beyond. It's. There are ones that you can stomach the disappointment and failure for some form of enjoyment and getting the money is worth out of it. And then there are the other ones where you're like, no, I'm good. I can't even touch it anymore.
yeah. Those are the ones that you're like, I can't touch this. Why did I spend this money? Can I get a refund on this game?
Yep. And it's lost cause. Just chalk it up to a loss.
Yeah, you're just losing money. That was I don't really have other trash games really this year. I mean, Fall Guys was. I did one match of Fall Guys. I'm like, yeah, this is not good. One.
I got you.
And I can pit that as a trash game because it was not good at all for me. But yeah, no, Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell literally was
Oof.
that one.
Yep.
Yep.
I remember that. I remember that whole disappointment.
Yep. That was my big thing of no, we're not nope. Stacks, how about your trashy games of 2020? What were the ones that you spent the money on and you played and you were like, why did I do this? This is a waste.
0.
You had none?
I have none.
None this year?
Yeah, I typically don't buy a lot of games unless I really, really want it. The latest game that I've bought and that I really wanted, Cyberpunk, obviously, but we're gonna skip that one. But Melody of Memories, I really enjoyed that game. So yeah, I don't buy games unless I really want it.
And this includes the
So it's
demos
0
that
for me.
you were like, oh, let's try this out, and it ended up being you're happy you didn't play the game too.
The latest demo I was supposed to play was it what's that new Left 4 Dead game?
Back for
Back
Blood?
for Blood.
Yeah, I was supposed to play that, but I didn't. So I don't know how that game is, but from the looks of it, looks like it would be cool. Demos. Is there any other demos that I downloaded this year that I just took off immediately? I would say this. No Man's Sky. I played it. It's kind of underwhelming to me. I don't know if I'm gonna call it trash, but it's pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, so another
It's not what I thought it would be. Yeah, it's not what I thought it would be. I'm not sure why it won awards, but it's not what I thought it would be. So I don't know if I want to call that trash or just disappointing. But I guess it's in between that category. That's probably it for me as far as those things. Oh, nope, I lied. Let's see. Hunter's Arena was trash. But what was the one we played?
We played Shadow Arena and Hunter's
Shadow
Arena.
Arena is a disappointed. Yep, Hunter's Arena trash. Shadow Arena is disappointing because of trios.
You
making this terrible. You can barely get people in there.
Yeah. No, that was the funny part. I kind of blocked out Hunter's Arena. I didn't. Yeah, I spent a couple hours on that beta, and by the end of it, I'm like, yeah, no, it's cool. It's got trios. That's all I had going for it. And I guess a disappointment too for just us as a community was Predator, because we just couldn't get people to play.
Predator is fun.
It's fun, but it was kind of disappointing that we just didn't have people.
I've been trying to play that for the past couple of weeks. Mine is updated and everything.
I do need to update it. All right, Hero.
As Hero says, I'm ready to go.
All right, Hero. Lay it on your trash games for 2020. I see that smile. We've all heard it. So say it.
Fall Guys, Fall Guys, Fall Guys, Fail Guys, Trash Guys, and Genshin Impact was garbage.
What?
Unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Again, it's our opinion. Fail guys.
Unpopular opinion. I feel like they should have. I feel like that game will be good in maybe 2 years if it's still going. If when they're tired of making their money off of the characters. You can say it's a cap all you want to, Red. The game's trash. They literally all the good characters. Come on now, how many hours you had to put into the game to get a decent lineup? Like, let's call a spade a spade. And yes, Hunter's Arena was garbage too.
Yeah.
Complete trash. Shadow Arena was way better, but they failed us by not giving us trios.
So,
Why they're still waiting to give us trios? I
well,
don't
till
know.
just recently. Because you
Yeah,
can do,
I'm sorry, yeah, till just
but even then, it's not the normal game type for trios. So,
mm-hmm.
that's kind of what we've been wanting is the normal game type trios.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stand by my statement of it being trash, but it was a lot underwhelming. Just like Spellbreak, there was a lot of games that were underwhelming. But if I had to say, like I said, the top of the line most trash game, it's Fall Guys. You give people a mechanic. Man's never finished the story but calls it trash, and you never finished Naruto, and yet you say it's cap.
Oh, here goes Red and Hero.
So, like I said, are you still playing the game? No, you're not. You only played it what 2-3 months ago? Cool, great game.
Yeah, that's
Trash.
the big thing is, you don't have to finish the game to call it trash. Again, I played the demo for Mortal Shell and I call it trash. But the biggest thing
Anybody
is
in the
we had to
community
play
playing-
it.
Is anybody playing Genshin right now? Anybody?
I am. I'm playing it. I just need to catch up. I like the game, in my opinion. I like it.
At this
are you-
current
but
moment,
is it on
I
the
guess I'm
forefront?
type
Is
of
it on the
person that like
forefront?
adventure type games like that.
So, Fall Guys is probably the most trash of it all.
Hold on. In my defense, only reason why it's not the forefront because I'm playing other games, but it's not because I don't like the game. That's not why I'm not playing it.
Right.
again, here,
There's a lot of games like Kakarot. I love Kakarot, but it's just on the way back burner right now because
again,
obviously we know what happened.
Unpopular opinion from Hero is Genshin's trash.
No, I'm not doubting his opinion. He just asked me a question. I answered it.
No, I will state this. Every single time I see someone playing Genshin on my following, I'm like, oh yeah, I do have that. I should probably get on that. And then I just forget about it. I'm not going to sit there and say it's trash, but yeah. The issue with me is it falls under a mobile aspect game. And I lose interest in mobile games really easily. So
Yeah. So when we're talking trash, I mean, if you want to get technical and call me out on it, then Genshin is not. It's more of just a strong dislike for certain aspects of the game, which that goes in line with Spellbreak, and even Fall Guys. Fall Guys is a very well put together game. It's not trash. If I had to say that a game was like truly trash, something that I would uninstall and never play again, if I had to like cut all cap, if you will, would be Avengers. It's the most repetitive game right now I have on my library. There's
I
no
guess it's
depth.
repetitive.
To a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree, unless you mix it up with the different variety games that we play or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah. I feel like the Avengers is very similar to buying a racing game brand new. you know how long that story is gonna go.
Yep.
You know that you're not gonna get much out of that. It's
You
gonna
talking about
be
going around in a circle multiple
that's it.
times?
That's it. Just in a different car or in a different scenery. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, you got to turn a little quicker now so you don't spin out. Or oh, it's raining. Or you got to turn slower. Or if it's sunny, so you got to make sure you hit the brake right on cue, or you're gonna spin out and hit your car against the wall. There's only so much you can do with a racing game, and I feel like that's the approach they took with the Avengers game, and that's why it was trash. There's no reason why you should not have had that game set up where you have a base. Let's say the game's going to take 4 years, right? It's going to have a 4 year, 3 to 4 year lifespan.
Mm-hmm.
Year one, you come out with the base game, let everybody get through that. Coming in the end of year one, going into year two, right?
Mm-hmm.
You drop Infinity Stone 1 and 2 that they have to fight and defend against Thanos. Then
Right.
year 3, it's the other 2 Infinity Stones they have to defeat Thanos for. And then the final year, the 2 more Infinity Stones plus the final battle with Thanos. So you got
Mm-hmm.
you got 5 different villains that you beat up to the layer or raid boss, fighting through all of these people to get there, and then you end with boom, the final big bad boss, raid boss, Thanos. Boom, he wins, he loses, whatever. Now you got a potential to set up for a second sequel, or you got a whole universe now you can span off and do different games with. You can link up and do Sony over here with Spider-Man or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But they messed up
Mm.
big time. So that is why it lost millions of dollars. That is why it is the anthem of 2020. Trash.
Yep. I will state, yeah. Avengers is definitely the anthem of 2020.
Lay it on them, sir.
But no, again, here's unpopular opinion. That's fine. And I also will state, yeah, with Genshin, it comes down to how many people are constantly playing it right now. I can see a few, yes. But why is that? Because they just had an update. A week after the update, no one's going to be playing it again.
I think when it's all said and done, like all the stuff is out for Genshin that they plan on putting out, the game will be top notch.
So,
Even though it
I mean,
isn't my favorite game because majority. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'm just reading.
some people just like the game, though.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna take that away from them. Like just as much as Hero dislikes it, I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there that really, really love that freaking game.
Yeah, anyone that's a mobile game streamer is pretty much making that their livelihood right now. So,
Oh yeah, there's some real big Genshin Impact streamers and YouTubers out there
and,
that's made a living off of Genshin Impact, and it's working for them.
It changed their life, yeah, as a content
Mhm.
creator. Absolutely. It was their Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
it was doing well on our
I just didn't
channels,
have the
but
money. I just didn't have the money to produce the content that they needed.
yeah, no, people, a lot of people like seeing polls. So,
Mm-hmm. Which we did. We watched that for Stacks for his. What was that, your birthday?
yep, his
Or-
birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was actually, the funny part was going through clips and looked at the clip of while we were all in Discord, and Sax is talking, I pulled Keckwing right then and there. So I was laughing about that. Now with the unpopular opinion right there, let's get into other popular, unpopular opinions. And here we're going to start with you. Best games of 2020 for you.
There are none. I can't think of a single one that stands out as a game of the year for me, or game except for Ghost of Tsushima. That's all I can say. And that even then, when I played that, I struggled to get through that until I played it on PS5. If I had got a chance to play it on PS5 from the beginning of when it first came out to now, that'd still be my pick. But so Genshin, Ghost of Tsushima would be my number one pick. Because I've played a variety of different things over the year that I never played, like God of War. God of War's awesome. Yeah. And Spellbreak, I like Spellbreak. I like everything about it. It's just, the way the game has to be played, just not yeah, so Yeah, nope. I'm thinking this year I'm gonna have a lot more to say if you ask me this again in another year.
Yeah.
But right now,
Well,
I wanted more. I wanted more. Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, complete game, story, gameplay, graphics, all that. Ghost of Tsushima. Potential for this year, from what I've played, definitely something like Ramen. I think Ramen overshines Party Animals,
I
but
think it
if
does.
Ramen gets done right, man, whew,
Yeah.
yeah, that's gonna
Especially
be a
with the
fire hit.
variety. I think ramen gives us different things. Like when we did
Yes.
the race, like that was
The
fun. Plus you
race,
had
yeah.
the combat.
Sax, I already, we both know one of our games. I mean, it's kind of
You already know.
literally right
You
here.
already know.
We everyone, you came across my stream or Sax. You've heard us talk about it last week.
Yeah, it's Barbie's Dream House
Yeah,
Tour
exactly.
2020.
See, Hero gets it.
Guys, on my Twitch tracker, by the way, on my Twitch tracker, Final Fantasy just came out this year. I've been streaming at the beginning of the year. I have 80 hours streamed of Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Yeah. So.
And we're not done there. That will grow.
Oh yeah. No, I will
grow.
state. So, obviously this year
Oh, come on, Callie. You know what he means.
Yeah.
The remake did come out this year. He's such a critic.
he is. Obviously, so with that, game of the years for me, obviously 7. Final Fantasy 7 remake. Everything I wanted and more. It was childhood reimagined in an amazing way. This is how I always envisioned 7 looked. We can go hours upon hours about this, and I'm not going to. I've got others. The other one, obviously, Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost was, to me, great story, great world, beautiful game on the PS4 Pro. Seeing it from Hero streaming out in Discord on the PS5 makes me want to play it on the PS5 even more. Like it's amazing. I think it was a great, amazing game. It was beautiful. It's beautifully done.
I have 3.
You have 3.
No, technically I have 4, but we're not gonna count freaking Final Fantasy 7. That's in a league of its own. Kind of like saying which is the hottest Final Fantasy girl ever. Tifa's in a league of her own, and then you gotta like do everybody else. 1 through 10, Tifa is 0 because she's obviously gonna win every single one. So do everybody else. But anyways, number 1 unanimous is obviously Final Fantasy 7. We're just gonna put that there. I have 3. Cyberpunk, Shinobi Striker, even though it didn't come out this year. I know, Chris. I know. I'm talking about for me this year or 2020. You know what I meant. Shinobi Strikers, Cyberpunk, and the opposite of what Hero said, Genshin Impact.
All right, it's nice.
Those are my 4.
Today. I'm going to back on out of here. No, get it. I get it.
What was we saying about enjoy opinions, right? I do enjoy that game. It's mad fun.
Yeah, like I said, those were, but like for me.
Oh, Kakarot. Sorry, I forgot.
Yeah, Kakarot did come out this year, didn't it?
In 2020, right?
See, I can't say Kakarot was.
Kakarot, I freaking love.
Was a best game for me this year, but it was good. It's still a highlight for this year for me, but it wasn't one of the best games in my opinion. Again, 7 Ghost of Tsushima were from me, and all the rest were good, but they weren't how I feel top quality games.
Kakarot is, by the way, Jeremiah, and by the way, for those who don't know, they are continuously putting out DLC. So far, I think we are in the. Did we make it the Black Goku art yet? Are we just made it the Golden?
No, I think it's Boo.
No,
Boo, right?
no, they've done Battle for Gods. I think Goku Black.
Boo was the
Frieza. The last DLC was Golden Frieza.
Golden Frieza, I think, is the latest. Yep.
Oh, really?
So
They're still putting out stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I might need to play it.
If you go in order of Dragon Ball Super, it started with Beerus, then Golden Frieza. After Golden Frieza is Goku Black, right?
Oh, you know
Yes.
what? Yeah,
Well, no,
they
no, no,
did it.
no. The first tournament of power. The first tournament of power would hit
6
Kaba,
and 7.
Caulifla.
Tournament between 6 and 7, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then after that is Goku Black. I think that was the order. So do be on the lookout for that. They are definitely expanding this game.
Yeah, I can say that's true because they did the same thing with Striker. Shoot, that just
Mhm.
came out with a
Oh yeah,
DLC.
Striker
Oh,
is
even
still,
the
yep,
even the
it's
My
still
Hero
coming.
game just got updated too.
I was just gonna ask. So Shisui was our latest character in November. What do you guys think is gonna be our next character?
Who's not in the? There's so many people
Yeah,
that aren't in
there
the game
is.
though.
I don't know.
I was trying to think, but I can't wrap my mind around it because all the Hokages are in there. Are they gonna like Raikage is not in there yet, is he? Would they really give us like Raikage though? I don't see them doing that.
They
don't see
could,
them
but
doing
I
that.
don't think he's that popular though. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have Boruto yet
He's-
either.
Yeah, we don't. So
No, Boruto's in there. No, he's in there. I made him a
Character?
master. Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yep, I made him a master.
So Madara's in there, Shisui, Itachi. You can't make
Madara's in
Pain.
there.
You got Pain.
I think yep, Pain is. I think he's in there. Is Nagato in
He's
there?
in there. Yep. Nagato's not in there.
Nagato. Okay, so maybe Nagato. We
Jiraiya's
still got
already in there.
2 more characters. Yeah, Jiraiya's in there.
I don't know. That's tough because I feel like we don't know who they would consider as a play as a major player
yeah,
to want to drop in
Right.
there.
as a master,
Unless it's Nagato.
who knows?
I mean, the Sage of Six Paths.
That it could be
Of
one.
the Ashura, Andra. They could do the Sage's sons. They could.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Ooh, it's gonna be hard to
Yeah.
say. It's gonna be interesting to see how that one goes. Yeah. So the other thing that we were doing was Jiraiya. Yes.
Jara?
Jara.
Jiraiya? No, you can't pick Jiraiya. You have to buy him.
He's in there though.
Yeah.
He's in the game already.
Yeah, he's in there, but you can't.
So honestly, I actually expected Melody of Memories to be one of your tops for the year too.
Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry, I forgot all about that game.
I was like, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, hey, he's got 3. Wait, where's Melody of Memories?
Yeah, Melody Memories is definitely, and don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of people don't like rhythm games. I do love rhythm games. That's why it was a lot easier for me. And people are like, no, don't get the game. It's stupid. But I got it and I enjoyed it.
See, it's one of those games I still need to pick up because I like rhythm games. I actually enjoyed the demo.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the story's amazing towards the end. It has me pumped because of the fact that I feel like we're finally gonna get that Riku game that I've been wanting.
Everyone's been wanting.
So I'm excited for that. Yeah.
So
the next game, whatever it may be, Kingdom Hearts 4 or spinoff, it's gonna feature Riku.
So let's go ahead and let's leave 2020 behind us now with our disappointments. Can
I throw in one fun fact of the day real
Sure.
quick? So, fun fact, Kid Stack, since you added it onto your stream, you've been punched in the face 34 times. FYI. Just wanted you to know that.
Oh God, I figured that would be everybody's favorite.
That's
it.
Yeah, let's move away from 2020 because this year was okay for gaming. Had some good games, had some bad games, had a lot of disappointing games. I think it really did. And let's move to the future. Let's move to 2021 and what we are looking forward to.
Oh God, let me pull up the list.
This is obviously stuff that we know is coming out this year. That like we have some solidity. We know
I can
dates, and that's about it. And full games that are coming out this year that we can be hyped for. But yeah, Hero, start it up. Let's get this going.
Perfect. So, number one for me. Well, no, not number one, but not in that order. But first one up is going to be Deathloop.
I don't know
I'm-
how to feel about that.
Well, no, I just look forward to shooting Kit in the face and
I-
him trying to find a way out.
So is that a game you play with your friends?
Yes.
No, it's a 1v1 basically.
Yeah.
Oh, so
one's
it's you
a
versus another
hitman.
person?
One's a hitman trying to complete the bounties and hits on the characters they need to, and the other one's trying to take out the hitman, trying to take out the people.
Oh, I thought it was a story, like one person story kind of thing.
Nope. It's
Mhm.
it's a. I think if you play offline, you play as one or the other, and you can
Mm-hmm.
and you do it that way. But if you play online, I think you can. From what it looks like, you can pretty much play with a friend, and you guys can just go at it, switch up every time someone dies.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Mhm.
one who's trying to escape only gets the one life, so they have to do everything in the game's 24-hour period with one life, where the other one I think can just respawn to keep hunting. I think that's
Right.
how
Yep.
they're doing that.
And basically, the assassin is stuck in the time loop.
Yep.
So in order to break the time loop, you gotta basically complete your targets. You basically
Mhm.
Colt is the name of the guy. He's stuck in the time loop, and he has to take out 8 targets before the time loop resets. So basically, I would have to complete it before Kit would have to complete it before it resets. But I jump in and I'm like, I'm gonna screw with him and try to kill him or mess with him or alert people. So then he has to do that before it resets, basically. Yeah. And it's gonna be released on PC, but as a timed exclusive on PS5.
Yep.
FYI. Next one for me is gonna be Diablo 4, which looks
Tell me
awesome.
about it. Tell me about it. That's definitely on my list.
Diablo streaming
I
one?
can't wait.
Diablo
I-
4, bro. D3 was fun. I'm sure D4 is just gonna.
Wait, that's
be
this year?
amazing.
Yes,
Yes,
it's this year.
this year.
Heck yeah, it is. Dying Light 2, yes and no. That's the game I would prefer you look forward to, Red, not Back for Blood. I think Back for Blood is going to be a dud. It's going to be a disappointing game. You'll be back here this same time next year going, man, I wish I wouldn't have never played it. But Dying Light 2, maybe. Maybe. I don't have much to say about that. Elden Ring looks promising. You know, the fact that Hidetaka Miyazaki, game director, studio's biggest
Mhm.
title, just nothing much more to say.
Mhm.
We don't know enough about it, and you know that it's being developed with George R.R. Martin as well. Like, and From Software has been pretty solid over the years, from what I've been told.
That they have.
Wait, that's also this year. Callie, I'm not done yet. Hold
We're,
on.
we're not. Yeah. There's.
Ghostwire Tokyo. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. Magic, martial arts, combating ghosts that occupy a city in Tokyo. Sign me up.
Mhm.
What are you waiting for?
Mhm. Yes, sir.
Potentially, God of War Ragnarok that may come out this year.
Mhm.
Maybe if I buy a PS5 this year, that's okay. Gotham Knights, yes. Halo Infinite, Hitman 3. I'm gonna leave one to Kid Stats. I know you probably found the list. Did you find the Polygon list?
Mhm.
Okay, there's one on there under Hitman. I'm pretty sure you're gonna want to talk about that. And I'm gonna leave that one to you,
Mhm.
but I'm excited for it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Kit, I'm pretty sure Forbidden West is gonna be something you're gonna be looking
Mhm.
forward to. Horizon.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
I'm trying to
Beautiful
see if there's
game.
one more. Oh, Bridge of Spirits, Kina.
Yeah. That one's looking really
Oh,
good
that
too.
shit was fun. It's like Pikmin meets PlayStation 5.
Okay, the list is a lot longer than I imagined. So I'm gonna let you guys take over for some of it.
Yep.
But we all know that Kisaragi's gonna play Stray, but I'm not gonna watch it. But yeah.
Well, we're gonna go.
Let me go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say
and
go.
Drop the mic.
Go.
I'm gonna drop the mic. Hold on. Let me get a mic. Ready?
Mm-hmm. This year is gonna be packed.
It
Oof.
is.
Final Fantasy 16.
Mm.
And he out. It's nice streaming with you, Stax.
I'm definitely looking for it. That's my shit. If I had to put something on the top, it's 16. Everything else I'm looking forward to. Hero wanted me to mention Hogwarts. I am into that. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I'm a Harry Potter fan enough to be interested in that game.
Yep, I am.
So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be all up in that.
Because if done right, you know it's gonna be exciting.
Oh yeah, for sure. And one more that I kind of want to touch on. I want Hero. Kit to touch on whatever else. Um, all the Pokemon games potentially coming out this year. Obviously, Pokemon Snap, the remake of Gen 4, hopefully, and Pokemon Unite, which is the MOBA game, like similar to League of Legends. I'm excited for that. And also, a game I didn't know was going to come out, Neo, The World Ends With You. I'm definitely going to play the shit out of that because I didn't play the Nintendo DS version. So I'm definitely going to play the one that's going to come out on the PS4 and Switch. And that's it.
Yep.
Yo, Callie, don't do that to him, man.
Kelly's going based off of what I'm saying. We're presuming because they're saying in 2021, we know we're going to get information on 16 this year. And like I said, I
I'm
don't think
excited
we're
for
going to get
what
it
they're gonna
till.
do for the 25th anniversary.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Don't mind me. Don't mind me.
We're going to get probably information on it in March, without a doubt. All right.
Okay.
Whether it come out this
Wait,
year or not,
Bean,
I'm still excited for it.
It's Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah,
I was
that's gonna
about
be
to say
exciting.
that was the first one I'm putting up is Breath of the Wild 2. I love the first one.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm really
Oh.
excited for the second one to come out. Ray talked about Horizon West. I can't wait for that. And I had to laugh because you were talking about racing games, and one of the games I've been excited for the PS5.
You better not say Gran Turismo.
Gran Turismo 7.
It looks
I'm
good,
actually
but
excited for
Gran
that
Turismo
because
games
I
always
haven't
look
played a
good.
Gran Turismo game in forever, and it's a lot like how to look. So
It's because Kitsuragi is the guy that's gonna have the full-on steering wheel and the pedals. That's why he's excited. Anybody that plays a racing game with a controller is never excited. But when you have the full-on clutch gear shift on the right hand on your little coffee table, and you got the freaking steering wheel on your desk with the foot pedals under it, yeah, you better be excited.
Yep. Yep.
And he's gonna try to have his PSVR working.
You know what I'm doing. I'm gonna go full immersion. It's gonna be ridiculous.
I already knew what he was. As soon as he said it was such a guilty pleasure
Yep.
too, because he's like, "Yeah, I got everything ready. I got the oil change done. I'm ready to tune up and go." I knew it. I knew it.
I'm a car guy, so what do you expect? But yeah, no, that's definitely gonna be one. Granted, I will state this: it's probably not gonna be a stream game. It's definitely gonna be a guilty pleasure off stream game. I might stream a couple of races, fully kitted out, but
Hey,
you
do
know
what everybody else do, stream it in Discord.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
He gonna be up in there like engine check, gears check, mirrors check, racing gloves check, racing sim setup check, beer check. Wait, what?
You have the steering wheel that reacts to like certain bumps and
oh no,
turns and things
I'm
like
sure
that.
there'll be a newer one
Oh,
coming
there's
out.
gonna be one. Trust me, he gonna get the collector's edition. It's gonna come with it's gonna smell like burn tire rubber too. Watch.
Yep. Air freshener. It's just gonna be hanging on one of the
You'll have,
cameras.
smells coming out the freaking steering wheel.
$500 for a racing suit with oil slick on it, just so he can be authentic.
Other games, Bravely Default 2. because I'm a huge RPG
I
fan.
haven't played the first one. I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it.
We've already talked about
I worked at GameStop when that game came out. Everybody was like clamoring over that one in Shin Megami Tensei 4. Was it?
four. I
Was
think
it 3, 4?
four. Yeah, four had come out or close to
Yeah,
that
they
same
were
time.
all over that, man. I couldn't keep that game in stock.
Yeah, Bravely Default 2, and of course, speaking of that, because that's coming out this year, Shin Megami Tensei 5, which is going to be on the Switch.
That's on this list?
Yep. It's a little bit further down.
Oh, dude, I didn't go down this far. Jesus.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
Shin Megami Tensei 5. Which I cannot wait for. Persona 5 Strikers I've been waiting for, so I can't wait for that.
You know what? I'm actually gonna play P5 in January.
Ooh.
Just so I can see if I like it, and if I finish it, then I told myself I would get Strikers.
Cool.
Because I want Strikers because it's an action adventure game, battling whatever. But I feel like I'd be doing myself a disservice if I didn't play P5. So I'm thinking about playing it.
All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, if you guys have been around my channel, you guys know I love Resident Evil. So Resident Evil Village, I've been hyped for this since it got announced. Resident Evil 8, I cannot wait for. So Resident Evil Village, and then probably the one that, I've been waiting for a very long time, and I'm really stoked for it to come out, and I'm hope it's really good and meets expectations, is Psychonauts 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Gollum.
Gollum looks interesting, but that would be a guilty pleasure off-stream game. Psychonauts 2. I'm a Lord of the Rings fan,
Bean.
so
Yes, Bean. It's February.
Yeah.
February, like late February too.
yeah.
What about the medium, Kit? Psychological horror.
That
game.
one looks interesting. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet, though, and that's the thing.
I mean, it's made from the people that made The Observer and Blair Witch.
Yep. I actually like Blair Witch. Blair Witch was fun. It was pretty creepy.
Yeah, you're the Marianne, and she's a medium who can cross over between the spirit realm.
Yep.
That Returnal game was dope.
Blair
too.
Witch was whack. Oof.
See, and then of course, Hero already mentioned it. Yes, I will be playing Stray on stream. Hero won't watch it, but I'm going to play and enjoy. I don't care if it's
high
just
fidelity.
me in the stream playing it. It's got to be played. If you can,
It's high fidelity. I'll watch.
All
Mhm.
Any of those
Yeah, I'll
remake
watch
crap
it.
you can
I don't
forget.
know what the effect of it. Like, what do you think the object of the game is? You're just a cat.
You're going to be a cat. We don't know really much about it still.
Let me find out. This is actually a cat versus dog kung fu cat, and he's like fights crime at night or some shit.
Well, considering there's no humans, it's all robots. I think part of it is the cat trying to find a home and find human life still. I think that's kind of going to be the journey. It's going to be the journey game. Which, if you guys have ever
I
played,
get it. It's Cyber Kitty.
Yeah.
You go around and
Yeah, aren't you trying to get that now in the game you're playing? That's on the back screen here.
I already got that.
Oh my.
Oh my. I think another one that it looks interesting, but I'm not sure about it, is 12 Minutes. Because I saw something about this, and I was like,
Yes.
okay, this is interesting.
this can be the next Among Us game where it's not really much, but it's pretty cool.
What? 12 minutes?
Yeah.
No, it's
I don't know if it's a multiplayer. I think it's a single player.
yeah, it's a single player. It's a Groundhog's Day style game. The description they put up on it is: a man opens his front door to find a cop. The cop beats the man to death and accuses the man's wife of murder. Rewind to the moment before the man opens the door and replay the scenario again and again, Groundhog Day style. Overhead view action adventure. 12 Minutes is an indie developer. Luis Antonio is coming to Windows, PC, and Xbox this year sometime. So pretty much you have to figure out why your character dies, and you have to prevent it. And it's in a Groundhog's Day style. So there's probably a few different endings. Like one of them, you kill the cop instead and still go to jail. Whole bunch of stuff. Who knows? It looks interesting, and it looks like it's gonna be fun. And then, Hero, just for you, because you call me one and everyone knows it. Vampire the Masquerade, Bloodlines 2. I'm actually kind of stoked for that one.
I bet you are. You're the title character.
Shh. See, you said something when the camera went out of focus. I'm not supposed to know.
Okay. Hold on here. Let me just go back through this list one more time. I think there was a few more I wanted to just kind of call out. So, Metal Hellslinger.
Looks
Mhm.
It's
interesting.
a first-person shooter. It's supposed to be an image of an ear-blistering metal concert. That makes sense because it's going to be the one that's it's a FPS rhythm game. So everything you do must be in rhythm
Mm-hmm.
when you're killing and shooting enemies and blasting demons away into the night. So it's going to be like a hardcore heavy metal rhythm shooter. So think Guitar Hero, but it's more like Doom.
If you want to play something that's close to it, Dance of the Necro or Necromancer, right? It's something like that where you have a rhythm to go, but this will be first person.
Yeah, you're playing Doom with through the fire and the flames on the background.
Which is gonna be rough.
Monster Hunter Rise for you Switch owners out there. You get a brand new dog companion.
Mhm.
That'll be fun for you guys. But yeah, Neo the World Ends with You, Pokemon Snap. Anybody excited?
Of course.
Yes, yes, I am.
Mhm.
So are you gonna touch on the? Are you gonna touch Near Replicant, whatever that is?
Am I?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. When we get
Okay.
closer to that, if I can get copies, I'm going to be doing the Near series. We're going to be doing because Near Replicant is kind of an update remake of the original Near, but if you want the full story, you have to play the Drakengard games too. So
Oh well.
that's where it gets hard for me. Drakengard and
We're gonna
Drakengard 2.
move right on to what's gonna be Game of the Year 2021, and I'm calling it now. It's gonna be Overwatch 2. It's gonna be the most original, refreshing
Ew.
game on the. Okay, yeah, we're gonna move on.
You know, Hero,
Ew.
you're probably not wrong. That's probably gonna get Game of the Year this year.
Ew. Are we really gonna call Overwatch 2 the game of the year?
No,
No.
it's not worth it.
We don't want to
We're
call it,
just on
but
luck.
it will be.
I don't.
It'll outbeat God of War. It'll outbeat Bravely Default.
What? Okay.
Shin
now
Megami
you got me
Tensei.
just talking. Okay. I'm with it now. I'm with it now.
Ratchet and Clank looks amazing.
And since it's built for the PS5 in that load time,
It's going to look amazing.
Yep.
You touched on Resident Evil. Kistax touched on Returnal. Now, me and Bean, I showed Bean this a while back. This game looks extremely awesome and fun, and if I can get it, and other people get onto it, it's going to be a great community day game. Does anybody have any close idea of what I'm talking about? Bean, if you're still here, you got to know what I'm talking about. Nope, negative. Close, but no.
Ramen.
It was the one I showed.
Look
Nope.
Look at my screen.
It's those two. I seen that back. I see it in the background. Come on, Bean. It's the one game that we saw. It doesn't come out till this year. It comes out in February. Riders
I'm
Republic.
interested.
Riders Republic.
Yep.
It's from the people that made Steep,
It's Ubisoft.
but it's a massively multiplayer extreme sports game. Open world variety of extreme sports equipments at their disposal, from mountain bikes, snowboards, wingsuits, and skis. Up to 50 players can complete in the events and races. Up to 50 people. Now, if they do this right and they don't fail guys it up, we will actually get where we can go in with enough people,
You custom.
because they do have 6v6 as well, and then they do have where you can just pedal around the world and explore. Now, if they give it to you with an MMO aspect, it'll be really good to do. Really fun. That's the type of racing game I would play, because it's events, it's party type, it's tricks and all that stuff, but it's open world, and it's yeah.
And then you're
That'd
gonna
just be a
have
fun thing to play.
you're gonna have me
I can dig
in
it.
the wing glider suit hitting every tree on the way down.
Yeah, wingsuit, absolutely, or somebody ever snowboards or skis or mountain bikes or whatever, and then you can customize your character. So if you want to be a Ninja Panda, you can be a Ninja Panda.
Yep.
Sable looks
I can dig
interesting.
it.
Sable does look interesting.
The cell shaded game, the landscapes and everything. I think it's gonna get pushed back again. It got pushed back a lot of times.
Yep.
Scorn, I don't care for it. You can keep that creepy crap.
That is going to be very much if you're into HR Geiger stuff, that's what you're going to be looking at. And I found it interesting because I like HR Geiger stuff. I also like Aliens.
What's
so
HR Geiger stuff? Enlighten me.
Alien and Aliens.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
HR Geiger. Very organic, bony looking things. Usually horror aspect, very horror aspect. So it looks interesting to me, but
What about Solar Ash?
Solar Ash, I think Solar Ash is going to be the when it comes to indies, I think that's going to be the like a lot of people are like, "Oh, what's this? What's this?" and people are going to forget about it, but it's going to be that hit that everyone sleeps on. I really do think it's going to be that one.
Okay, Stalker 2.
I never played Stalker, so
Alternate world Chernobyl, full of radiation. You hunt for treasures and mysteries in a post-apocalyptic world, you know, something like that. I mean, I guess. But that's pretty much it for the list, though.
yeah, that's pretty much everything on this list. It's going to be an interesting and hype year. I have no doubt some of the games we've talked about here might end up being our disappointments. The one game we didn't talk about, we kind of glazed over because no one cares anymore, is Infinite.
Oh,
Because no one cares. And I will state, because if anyone's been coming by, you guys know I'm doing the Souls series because in Souls-esque games. Still not going to play Mortal Shell.
there's another one, Kit. I thought you might have talked about, you know, some indie games, right?
Mm-hmm.
30XX, the Mega Man game.
Yeah, that's one that I've been looking at.
And co-op's going to be available.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that might be interesting.
The only reason why I know about that game is because I watched Bean play Skatebird, and it was one of the most hilarious things ever. Skatebird. He was a pigeon on a skateboard with a backwards cap, doing ollies and kickflips. And it was hilarious. And when he fell, he tried to flap his wings to get back up, and it was one of the worst looking things ever. Besides watching him get clapped on a Crab King when he got beat. He got hit by a crab. A crab holding 2 rocket ships that fired him at him? Yeah, and launched him up in the air. Yeah, you might like it, Red. You might like it.
Yeah,
it's not as wacky as Fallout, but yeah. And then remember the other game, Seasons,
yeah,
or Season or whatever. That one looked pretty cool too. That one looked like it was on board with what's that one game? Journey.
Yep.
Graphically looked like Journey. And then I'm hoping that Double D, I can sell Double D on playing a game. You know, Arachnoraptor playing Raptor Boyfriend, a high school romance. I hope I can get him to play that dating simulator. Just because it fits his character.
So we are going to be getting another thing that we didn't even look at. That's going to be a Diablo-esque style game, is Dungeons and Dragons Dark Alliance. So we are going to be getting a new D&D game that is like Diablo. So it'll be interesting to see that one go through. No one cares for Dying Light 2, or Far Cry 6.
That's why I didn't even mention the bro. Does 2 times D have L4D?
What?
Wait, what? Does he mean to say D&D? DD? 2 times D, meaning Dungeons and Dragons have Left 4 Dead?
I don't
Red,
know.
help!
We confused.
I'm the confusion.
Does Double D have Left 4 Dead?
Why didn't he just say? Oh God!
This man said 2 times D. Jesus.
Oh God!
You could have just put DD, brother.
Right. That's yeah. You put way too many characters for just two simple characters for BD.
No, it's if we're gonna play Left 4 Dead, it's gonna be me, Chosen, you, and Legend Go Crazy. He just bought it.
Ah. Um. Yeah. I think, like I said, I think 2021 is gonna be pretty good. So this morning, noon.
Oh, we're slow. Okay.
Okay. But yeah, we're.
I'm gonna go with the look on Stack's face for that response.
Yeah.
uh. Yeah. No, we've got a good jam packed year this year. Hopefully, every single game that we're looking forward to is a banger and not a dud.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's even cool to even think about it, but I would just hope to get more multiplayer experiences this year.
Mm-hmm.
Good multiplayer
Yes,
experiences.
I have Left 4 Dead 2, yes. Just more. I mean, I don't care if they're bad, but just being able to experience more. I'm still mad at you guys that we haven't got a chance to play Avengers together.
don't have
And we had a
That's
whole
true. Yep.
Yeah,
We haven't.
anything, unfortunately.
I will state there's one game that wasn't on the list that I'm looking forward to this year. And that is Guilty Gear Strive.
I might get it.
It might
I thought about getting fighters, but nope. I thought about waiting to that one. I want to play a fighting game without playing with tryhards.
Yeah, playing in a lobby that is just friends and just having fun with it, I think that'll be great for people.
Yep.
That want to experience it without all the tryhards and the sweats.
But is that PC or PS5?
It's PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X, and PC. And it sounds like they are doing cross-platform.
Really?
Uh-huh. Sounds like it will be a cross-platform and roll back netcode, so it'll be decent internet connections. I hope. I know Strive looks really good. We got
April 9th.
Yep, we got character 14 revealed. We already kind of knew who the people who have played Guilty Gear knew who it was because they gave us the image. We have one more character.
PS5 Steam.
PS4, PS5 Steam. I thought it was going to be on the Xbox too. Oh well. Sucks to suck, my Xbox nerds, as Bean would say.
Well, if Tekken 7 goes on sale,
maybe, possibly.
Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 is on sale right now for $8.
You want to
I'll
catch
show you
it?
what Jiraiya's really about.
That's a call out.
Talk about catching hands. You can catch these jutsus.
Anytime.
All right, so let's get to the our last little bit that we wanted to talk about, and then we have a little free time after that. What are our ambitions, goals, achievements, victories, whatever you want to call it for this year? What are some goals that each of us are going to be striving for this year, streaming wise?
Man, you missed that last night.
Streaming wise,
We
goal
talked about
for
that
the
last
year.
night.
Goal for the year for stream is
Or do you mean just as a content creator?
As a content
Or do you
creator.
mean- Okay.
so
like-
streamer or content.
Content. So Twitch, YouTube, whatever other sites
Okay.
you're using, TikTok.
So for me, it's definitely going to be
Like your
Definitely gonna
big goals,
integrate-
I should say.
definitely gonna I want 800 followers by the end of 2021. That's it. You heard it, make it happen. 800. But only reason why I say 800 is because we hit the goal of going from like 8 followers followers, I think. 8 followers at the beginning of the year to 405 or something. So that's
Within the
doable.
year,
I would like
within
to
the
see
year.
another 400 increase. Yeah,
Hmm.
within a year. So
But with the
800 by the
games
end of
coming
the
out this
year.
year, I think you're gonna get past that, honestly. But that's a good goal.
Yeah. Definitely 800 by the end of the year. YouTube, I definitely want to grow. I at least want to hit
You're
1,000
cutting out, Stacks. Hold
subs
on.
by the end of the year.
You cutting out. Okay, go ahead. No, it wasn't you. It was like the internet was being weird.
Yeah,
Oh,
You're good now.
I definitely
You're
want
good
to
now.
hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year
on
for
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing more, putting more videos. I did start an Attack on Titan series around the time when I was going through all that bull crap, so I took a hiatus break. Um,
Video games or
but I
anime?
do plan on revamping it up. The manga, no,
Oh,
not the
oh,
manga, the show.
okay,
I'm doing the actual season 4.
okay.
Um, so definitely revamping the YouTube up. Try to get 1,000 subs. By the way, guys, y'all probably already know this and sound like a broken record player. It is absolutely free to subscribe on YouTube. Subscribing on Twitch and YouTube are two different things for those of you who did not know. But yeah, 1,000 subs on YouTube, 100 plus. I said 100 plus, 400 plus followers by the end of the year for both. Well, 1,000 for YouTube by the end of the year, and then 800 by the end of the year for Twitch, and that's pretty much it.
Okay. Hero. Anything major achievement wise?
Uh, I I've got something in mind that I want to see if I can do, but I had a long list of like maybe 5 or 6 things. Just trying to shorten them down to write a new book, um, to potentially produce something with music again, um, to find an external source of content creation that could work best for me to enjoy, that ends up turning out to be something beneficial. Um, and then to try to find things that I can do more when it comes to streaming that doesn't make me feel like I'm just pushing the button to go live and feeling stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
Those would definitely be my personal my personal goals.
Nice. Those some really
Very
good
solid
ones.
ones. Yep. Yeah, for me, pretty basic on a couple things. So I got one thing in the works right now. Hero's seen it. Hero's the only one that's seen it. So it's still in the works. So it's gonna be interesting. Um,
So just because you said it like that, I didn't know if we could do that, but there's something I'm working on secretively
yeah,
that is my main focus right now.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that I can get that going. Yes.
Yeah. I have a deadline for that one. So hopefully everything's all set in stone and good to go for that. Come here soon because I don't have much. I have time, but not a whole bunch of time for it. Goal wise, Twitch, we're 4 from 600 right now. I want to hit 1,000 this year. I want to break that mark, the 1,000 mark this year. Be nice. Also, you on the YouTube sides, I just at least get to the 100. At least get the names sake plugged in for YouTube, and I'll be working with Stormwind more hopefully this year to start producing content on a different YouTube channel. So that one's gonna be interesting. I'm primarily why I'm buying a new mic is for that
You have a
content.
you have a special guest in the stream.
Hey,
I guess it's been here
Harp,
for a while.
been a minute. Harp, these are co-hosts for What the Gaming podcast that is over that way. One Hero Gaming, and center right below Judy's voluptuous mountains is Kid Stacks. They are two content creators that we've been traveling all of 2020 with and having great conversations, great times, and we decided to make a podcast and go with it. And also, how are you
Episode
doing,
10.
Harps? Wait, there what, huh?
Episode 10.
Yeah, we're on episode 10. We've missed a couple weeks, but you know,
Mhm.
we've all got life stuff to do,
Glad
so
we got a
sometimes
whole year ahead of us now.
yeah,
Yeah, I know, right?
well, we got this. That's good to hear, Harps. Everything's going well for me. How about you two?
Everything's good. I have nothing to complain about. Year starting off fine and okay, so I'm good.
My internet's better, so I'm good because I wasn't able to do anything internet wise for like a day, and my New Year's was brought in like this on stream. So I'm good now.
But yeah, like I said, I'm working. You know, I'm gonna be working more with Stormwind on a separate YouTube channel. Again, I'm buying a new mic that I'm going to need for that, anyways, because I need better sound quality and some audio stuff for that. So that's gonna be interesting. I think people have already heard what that channel is going to be. And if you guys haven't, it's going to be a cover channel. So I will be bringing back the vocals and start singing again, doing covers, anime covers, not super popular music covers, but music covers, anime opening covers, possibly some original stuff. But I'm gonna wait on the original stuff for now. So
Nice.
maybe some guest features from people we know. We'll see. There's a lot of planning for this year, so a lot of this is I'm gonna be pulled many ways this year, along
He'll
with
like it.
oh my, along with the TikToks of me at work. I just gotta get one final approval. My manager's okay with it, but we're getting a new regional, so I have to make sure the regional's okay with it, as long as I'm not showcasing stuff.
Do you play?
certain
Do you
things.
play guitar, Kit?
I play guitar, bass guitar. I've got a musical background. I played
Okay.
clarinet, bass clarinet, cello, viola, guitar, bass guitar.
Trombone.
Nope.
It's metaphorical, but it's okay.
I'll just get my son to be the drummer. He's actually pretty good on drums. That's what he's been
Left or
working
already
on.
bought? Oh, okay. Viola. Wait, what? And have man, Cat. He's talking about PC. Okay.
And then Stormwind correcting me with a viola, not viola. I'm still calling it a viola.
Davis. Great actress, by the way.
But yeah, like I said, I have a time limit on one, so we'll see that.
You can call it either way. I mean, but if you're gonna call people out for it, then we're just gonna have to go with it now. He's pronounced it wrong.
It's the tomato, potato,
I got a
thing.
question. What's for lunch?
Pizza.
That's a good question.
Pizza? Who's having pizza?
Me.
What kind of pizza?
I guess Mr. Saragi.
Frozen one. Tostino's frozen one.
Okay. What about you, Stacks? What you thinking?
I have no idea. I just ate breakfast not too long ago.
Oh, okay. What'd you have for breakfast?
Just grits, bacon, you know, stuff like that.
Okay. Threw it back one time.
Yeah, man.
I had a McGriddle.
And a McGriddle.
Nice.
Yes.
Much I don't know though.
I
I might
Yep.
try to sneak out the Panda if it's not busy.
I've
Ew.
never
Every
liked
time I
Panda
go to Chick-
Express.
Every time I go to Chick-fil-A though, everybody be sitting there like, too late, bucko. But
Well,
know
I
it's
mean,
Chi-
it's Sunday,
so I
so
can't go to
whatever.
Chick-fil-A. Thank God, I know, right? So then it won't be busy. I can go. Thank God.
Yeah.
Every time I'm like,
Understand.
oh, I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A for lunch today. I go out.
The day you think that you can have the time to do it, it's the day they're closed.
No, for me, it's when I'm at work. I'm like, I want Chick-fil-A today. And I go out. I look over because I can see their driveway. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, that's going over to the GameStop parking lot. Never mind. I don't want Chick-fil-A today.
Now remember
I
back
don't
in
know
the
about
day.
you guys, but our
Oh,
Chick-fil-A lines go by quick.
nope.
Oh, ours go by
Nope.
quick, but they pack
It's
up
50
quick.
cars plus at minimum stacks.
But their service is quick.
Oh no! What I do is I
They
order it
get
and
you
I
in
go
and
to the
out.
parking lot. I order it and I go wait in the parking lot and they bring it out and I be gone.
That
I
works
almost
too.
get hit leaving, but yeah, you know. Remember back in the day when you could walk in and eat inside? Those were the good times. Oh, shut up, Bean! Don't remind us. Remember back in the day when you show up at 8:30 and realize you were going to be 50th in line to try to get your favorite game at midnight because everybody was there since 6 o'clock. Now that's an old school throwback. The old midnight releases.
I remember the time when I'd walk up and go, flash badge and go into the GameStop and start playing Mass Effect 3. Oh wait. In front of everyone waiting for the midnight release of Mass Effect 3.
Oh, you know what? Can I cut back on one more thing
Yeah.
as far as the Avengers goes? So if you don't mind, I talked
Go.
about this last night. So we all know Avengers lost roughly over millions of dollars when it came to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Crystal Dynamics themselves have basically said that they are currently in a state of repair and rebuilding for the game. Since the player count is low now, they're holding on to hope that the game gets rebranded, relaunched into like a No Man's Sky type of step, right? Um, some people feel like it's too little, too late, but we all know that the game needs new content because there's more heroes need to be given, more villains, content, special events, and they're pretty much expecting that things may come our way in 2021. With the only bosses that you've had are like the Abomination, Taskmaster, the large aimbots, and like maybe a few big bads are sure to come. Is what they pretty much talked about. So you got Hawkeye, who's going to be the new DLC coming out, and he's going to be playing in a post-apocalyptic universe that's been ravaged by the Kree on Earth. And the villain's going to be Maestro.
Oh, interesting.
And he's going to have Bruce Banner as one of his teammates.
Right.
We know War Machine's coming, Spider-Man and Black Panther, but unfortunately, Spider-Man is going to be a PlayStation exclusive, with the Rogue Gallery DLC being a part of that as his antagonist. Black Panther pretty much is probably going to be either Claw or Killmonger, whoever we know, whoever they're going to do that. But that pretty much listens. That's pretty much okay, sure, but that doesn't give us more. So then you move into they're going to do new mission types. So maybe even like Ultron, Doctor Doom, and the Doom bots, things like that may make their way back in if they do it right. Where they're thinking of taking the war zones and pulling them into like a Destiny style. Which if they do, that'd be good to do. I think so. And then like you think special events. So like imagine Halloween comes around, you pop on the game, and now you got Marvel Zombies event.
That would be great.
That'd be awesome. Or you can run around as Hulk with a Christmas hat on. Hulk smash, beating everybody up, or you're fighting machine robots that look like Santa's helpers or snowmen or whatever. You could do a lot of different things with it, but that's just pretty much what I wanted to touch on with that.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like that they're kind of doing the like Anthem because we're still waiting for Anthem version 2.
We are, which may be this year.
Might be.
Maybe.
If there's been hints that there's a 5th Javelin that they're planning for this overhaul and everything. So I'd like to see Anthem actually come back into light, and I would like to see Marvel Avengers be that way too. These games are games that were like I was excited for, and that they just again look at the disappointments. Those are disappointments for each of their years. I mean, again, we can pretty much say Marvel Avengers was the anthem for this year, and it's heartbreaking to say, but that's how it is. I really would like to see both of those come back and out swinging, being awesome in that aspect.
Yep.
So I know it'll be interesting to see how those pan out. I really do hope for the better on them. But you guys have anything else for this week?
No.
Nope.
No, we hit the hour and a half mark. I think that's a good place to call it for this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As always, guys, this week I was your host. I host every third Sunday. We all host every third Sunday. You can
Bean
get
has
it.
never had Chick-fil-A, FYI.
Neither has Red. We might need to change that.
Yep. Shame.
Hero
For
was a
shame.
part of that magical journey until
I
he stepped
was,
foot,
man.
and now look at him.
Those
Damn it, it's
lines,
Sunday.
bro. Those lines, man. I was like, nope. And then when I realized you can do there's not one in your town. Oh wow.
Well, then that's
That'll do
That's
it.
true. I know more of the West Coast. I don't know where he is, but some of the West Coast side of the towns don't have it, so which is unfortunate. I went
it
without
is.
Chick-fil-A for 4 years, I think, when I was in the military on the West Coast. So yeah.
Um,
Dry chicken. Wait, what? How can you judge
Tacitos,
Tostitos.
whatever that is.
I don't know
is
what
better
it is.
than dry chicken? He's comparing Chick-fil-A. How can you compare that if you never? Well, I guess I'll continue to enjoy my dry chicken.
Taquitos. So the taquitos.
anyways,
They slap. Okay.
anyways, yeah. Again, I was your host this week. As always, I was joined by two amazing content creators. As always, these
Mhm.
guys have been amazing, and for 10 episodes, we've been on it. We'll be doing more and more and more, and these guys have been amazing in keeping it going. Sax really, because he makes sure that we're all awake and alive on Sundays.
Come on, Stacks, I do this. What are you
Yep.
talking about?
We'll let the food wars handle itself offline because we know
Yeah.
how that can go when you watch an anime.
Anyways, I was joined by by two great. I have no outro for this one. Okay, I was joined by Kid Stacks and One Hero Gaming as always.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any good outros this week. I'm still waking up. You guys, go check them out. Let me do this thing because I think Callie disappeared. I think his
Hey, I
internet-
am One Hero Gaming. You know, you can find me over on my Twitch channel, which is One Hero Gaming, where I play a variety of games and mostly FPS shooters. The guy to my right, that's Kitsuragi, the host of this week. He normally plays a variety of games, but he's your RPG master maestro. If you want information, get it from him. And then down below, holding us up, is going to be the one and only Kid Stacks that's going to make it do what it do for the Stacks crew, aka Mountain Dew needs to choose you. He is always here with no fear, showing love, playing a variety of games. Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy are his ones at heart. If you need to, check him out at any time. He will give you any information on that, Pokemon, and he'll always make sure he gives you a good time, or you can go punch him in the face multiple times.
See, Hero, you got the outros down pat. Anyways,
I'm busy, sir, updating a list of stuff, your list of stuff, because what matters to Callie is Callie.
Callie. Yep. Hey, number one first. All right, Hero Stacks. Who we hitting up this week for the raids?
Alrighty then. Let's see who we have on the list.
I have one. I have two. I have Naysayer and Tex Anthony. Naysayer is the spell break.
Naysayer's on my list
Yep.
too. That's pretty much
And
all
then
I
Tex
have.
Anthony's playing Valorant. This is his first time in me seeing him with his camera on. And then we have Naysayer, yeah. So that's what I got. And then I have a
Yeah, I
Maya.
don't really. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I
really
see
have
him-
anybody. So
I see him,
guess
my,
whoever you guys want.
Let's do Naysayer. Apparently, I don't have him on my list though. So here, if you wouldn't mind paying his Twitch in the Twitch chat, and then we will raid off to Naysayer. Come on, computer. Give me a second, guys. Computer's acting a little slow. For some odd reason. All right. Let's go give Naysayer some love and support, guys. We'll be back on next Sunday with more. Hopefully, we'll have some
Yes,
good
sir.
content stuff to put up. And here you got Super Sundays prepping and ready.
It will be today. It's supposed to be. I was thinking of doing some stuff with like more fight night type stuff, but I don't know.
All right.
But it will be a Super Sunday after I'm done eating some way somehow.
I will be in there and joining you when you're
Mhm.
ready. Stacks.
I won't hold my breath.
I'll be there lurking like always.
Oh, okay, there you go. That makes more sense.
I got laundry
Hey,
to do.
listen, would you rather him be honest or what?
Thank you. That's what I wanted. That's all I wanted. I didn't want the bamboozle. Don't bamboozle me.
I gotta do laundry, but I'll be there in spirit.
Okay.
And Stacks, anything else for you today besides possibly Super Sundays?
Shinobi.
Shinobis.
Striker.
Yeah, I gotta get back on that.
Super Showdowns, Shonen
Yeah,
shit,
you do.
whatever he thinks.
Super Sunday Shonen Showdown.
Anyways, guys.
Just Shinobi striking it up.
Sweet. All right. Anyways, guys, let's go give Naysayer some
Catch me
love and
here on
support.
Discord.
Yep. And it rated off.